Hi everyone, this is Jessica Canty. I am your life and career strategist. I have a passion for helping people go from unfulfilled jobs to their dream careers. And that is why I am thrilled today to bring you all a wonderful interview to get to know little afternoon lingo, little conversation on how you can build your business as a brand. And so I'm excited because I get to introduce to you all, welcome you all, come on into this space. You are in the right space today if you're ready to learn how to take your passion project to a profitable business. If you're ready to take all these ideas you got written in a notebook and you want to make sure that you're reaching the right client, that you're branding yourself. I know that's the buzzword of the day, that you're branding yourself, that you're marketing your business to people who want to work with you, people who need your services, people who need your talents and your skills and your gifts and your abilities, then you're in the right place. Welcome you all. You guys are in the right place. Go get your pen, your paper, your pad, whatever you take notes on, because today is truly going to be class in session. Because we're talking to our subject matter expert on how to build your brand. So she's about to patch herself in. While we're waiting, you need to go ahead and jot down or begin to think about, what are the questions I have around branding? What should I avoid when I'm thinking about how to put the message out there about my business? What are the things I need to know about this particular market? So while we're waiting for the connection to connect, that's what I want you all to begin to think about, because quite often people charge you just to even get your questions answered. So today's going to be an opportunity for you to invest your time, your energy, and effort. Hello, beautiful. So happy to see your face. Ooh, and I love the
Hello.
shirt you have on. You are looking so fancy. You look awesome. So what I was telling everybody, okay. We're having some technical difficulties. Hello, you all. Awesome. So I wanted to I've been kind of talking to you about your
Hello.
expertise, and I wanted to give an opportunity for you to introduce yourself so we can get into this conversation. Go right ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Well, it's definitely a pleasure to be here. My name is Nakisha Yolanda, and I'm a relationship marketing and branding strategist. I am a Navy veteran, as well as a mother of three sons who are also entrepreneurs and authors. And I enjoy working with fellow entrepreneurs, but my main clients are franchise corporations, nonprofits, as well as youth authors. And officially, I started my business in 2018, but I've been doing this for free for a long time. And so now I get to do what I love to do most. By day, I work at the VA hospital helping my fellow veterans, but by night, marketing and branding is what I enjoy doing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you know what? I just love the way you introduce yourself. So you got your 9 to 5 going where you're supporting people
Hmm.
from military career to what does his life look like outside the military. Then the 5 to 9, you're doing even more
Yes.
transitions, even more transformations, people with their businesses, that branding and marketing. And not
Yes.
only that, you're raising entrepreneurs. You are, oh my goodness, you at all.
Yes.
you are you are definitely
Not yet.
my
I'm trying to get there.
say again.
Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome. Most welcome. So let's talk a little bit about that branding and strategy. You said you've been doing it for years, and this often what a lot of times business owners do. They give away their gifts for free, but then they realize it's time to strategize
Yes.
so their gifts can be received on a higher level, or on a with a much wider
Yes.
reach. So what made you start this business?
And my son, my youngest son, at 5 years old, he decided he wanted to be an author. He wrote his first book, and became a best-selling author. And you go hard for your baby. And I wanted to learn everything it was about marketing and branding to get my child out to get exposure for his book that he had written. He had actually wrote this book while my family we were going through homelessness. We were homeless veterans, myself, my husband, my children, in our car, living in a hotel. And my child decided he wanted to do something positive to give a gift to his family. So I'm like, I'm not going to allow his gift to sit still. So I'm going to learn everything I need to in order to nurture his gift. And that's when it started. From there, I work with other authors, other entrepreneurs for free. And then I was like, I'm good at this thing. I need to start charging just a little bit. And I took on my first paying client in 2018. And it's been off to the races ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for being
Yes, ma'am.
transparent. You know, and I think you just taught a lot, just even sharing your story about a brand. A brand doesn't have to come from where you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth. A brand has a story, and she shared from her heart. She shared her story. And if she's able to pour into her son's career, her son's entrepreneurship, you know that she's got some wisdom to share with us today about how all the things that she does for her company and her all of the service. So I'm curious. When you say branding, it seems like it's a buzzword. You know, like everybody,
everybody branding.
You can market your business in 30 minutes, and this is you can make $1,000. So can you talk a little bit about what is branding and marketing, and how do you help your clients?
So I help more in the relationship marketing side to actually cultivate and develop relationships with people. They are like resources they're already using. We're all consumers. We all have a credit union, a bank, your car payment, your insurance, your cell phone bill. Everyone has a company, at least one, that you've been loyal to maybe 3 to 5 years. So to take that relationship that you have with that business and to actually put it into your own, whatever their platform, their format, how they've been making you feel over those years that has made you loyal to them, another business, take that same and put it into your business. That you have cultivated the relationships of people remembering how you made them feel, the experience of just being using your services or product. I think so many people are ready to just get, sell a product, sell a service, get a client, get a referral, but the relationship is the longevity and it's the loyalty that comes behind it. So I'm able to be the business bestie to a lot of my clients who may not know how to go out and cultivate those type of relationships to expand their brand.
Absolutely.
So just to make their business attractive.
Absolutely. And you know what? I feel like what you said was so powerful about that relationship portion, because, it's easy to, look, anybody can have an Instagram account, anybody can have a website. People want to buy and they connect with emotions, they connect with the relationship. You're so right. Some people are brand loyal. Someone can tell you that product is good for you, but you're going to stick to it because my mama used it, family used it, and they're brand loyal. So what is it?
Exactly.
What is it that's making you brand? And I really like what you said, relationships, because so many times people look at the numbers of people's followers, following them on Instagram, and they wonder, how do I get that? But it's all about relationships. So how would someone work with you? How would they begin to make sure that they're making those strategic connections, be it business to business or entrepreneur to entrepreneur? How does someone from the community work with you?
So usually I do post a lot on social media. I send people to my website, giftopenerllc.com or giftopener.com, and they come to me. We do a 20-minute consultation. It's totally free, complimentary, and they kind of share a little bit about their vision with me for their business. Not everyone has something to market because they don't have something. They have something they're good enough at that can bring in a profit. So I sit down with them, and I can go one or two ways. Either they can hire me on as their brand strategist to help them strategize on their company and their next move, or they can be a part of my Pairing Professionals workshop. With Pairing Professionals, I show them how to get out there, use the resources they already have, become more attractive with their exposure for their business on social media, how to really connect with potential clientele, and how to become the subject matter expert in whatever it is they're selling, whatever service they're providing, so that people look to them and say, hey, that's who does that. And it makes them memorable. So I show them how to really, really expose themselves. And I actually start with the pledge, because a lot of business owners think that they have to do this by themselves. So here's my pledge. I cannot climb the ladder of success without a support system. Every business and personal relationship must be intentional. I understand that my vision plus relationship marketing skills equals a compensated collaboration. And what I mean by compensated collaboration is a fair trade of another business or another entity where you're both getting something out of the deal. So a lot of people use the word barter. So where you're getting something of equal or a higher value from the other entity, whether it be their time, whether it be exposure, they're exposing you to their followers, whether it be monetary, where they're actually giving you money, or in kind, whether it's pens, pencils, or even just to be able to use their name on your marketing materials. So for example, I've had Navy Federal for about 18 years. If I decided I wanted to host an event and I went to Navy Federal and I said, hey, I've been with you guys for 18 years. I think you are awesome. I want you to come out and talk about what you do in front of all my fellow business owners that are veterans and active duty. Would you please just come on and set up a table? Of course they're going to say yes, because they want to get in front of who I know. Now we've developed a compensated collaboration because they donated their time to me. And so that is how I teach clients to connect with who they already have, who's already in their circle of interest, in order to gain exposure to people outside of their circle of interest.
Absolutely.
So that's the start of it.
Wow. And what a wonderful start.
Yeah.
So just to summarize what you said, you can connect. I like that you said that 20-minute session, because it sounds like it's a strategy session, essentially. It's saying, okay,
yes,
what's the right path? What's the next best step for you and your business? Is it to kind of fine-tune those skills, or are you ready to get in front of ideal clients? And I feel like that you talked about
exactly.
It's about building on what you have to get to where you want. I envision going into Federal. You're right, giving them your business for 18 years. You've been a loyal customer. Why not use that as a relationship to be able to build connections with other people? And I really like that pledge. You really,
exactly.
That really helps entrepreneurs to stop thinking they have to do it on their own. To stop thinking that you are truly investing in yourself or saving money, saving time by doing it on your own. When the reality is,
because you're not, you spend a lot of money.
The reality is,
and it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and frustration. I said it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and frustration for a lot of new business owners who think they have to do it by themselves. Because think about it. You have this vision that maybe you have started when you were young or a teenager, and you say, hey, I'm going to step on faith and I'm going to open a business. Why keep it all to yourself? The goal is to be able to pass it down to the next generation. So you're going to have to be able to explain it, train, and duplicate someone else that can have that business that's going to not die with you with your untimely demise. If you pass away, that business is still here. That's why we still have Burger King, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. We still have places like that that have been around for years because they were able to train and help cultivate someone else that was able to duplicate the same thing and expand it. So to not be afraid to share your information or connect with somebody else that is a like mind, that appreciates your vision and understands your why. They don't have to know everything. You don't always have to let your left hand know what your right hand doing, like my grandmother used to say. But to be able to share it with a team of experts to say, hey, we can do this together. I have something that you need. You have something that I need. Let's connect and help expand or build my brand.
Absolutely. And you know what?
That's all you have to do.
You know what? You said that so beautiful. You said longevity. And most people don't go into business, go out of business in 10 years. But they don't the actions that they're doing right now is going to establish whether or not it lasts for generation to generation. And as you were talking, I was thinking, she's explaining Swagger Magazine. How the wonderful thing about Swagger Magazine is we're able to bring subject matter experts to the community. So that's a connection that was made. You have an entrepreneur in front of you. She's talking about. She's been doing this for 4 years. She even said in her explanation of services, what she does to just make that connection for you. It's something that you can't buy, something that has to be solidified. Don't believe everything that you see on Instagram or on Twitter, whatever you're seeing, that you could just build a business in 30 minutes. It takes connection. It takes a relationship.
It does.
So what would you say in terms of which struggles people have that you know how to ameliorate? What are some of the common struggles you hear from clients that you're able to solve those issues for?
The support they don't really get from their family or their friends, to feel like they really can't trust the people outside of their circle of interest because they don't know if they're going to help them without stealing their ideas. And I tell people that's what non-disclosures are for. You don't go sharing every single thing with everyone. When you connect with another business, so let's say I am a cosmetologist and I see someone who owns a nail salon and I see them on Instagram, I see them on Facebook, and I say, hey, I want to connect with this person. I don't instantly go in and tell them about myself and saying, hey, can we connect? Because they're like, I don't know you. I need to study them and I need to know enough about my craft to know why would they want to connect with me. What can I do for them and what can they do for me? Because when you go to someone, you ask for something, they want to know what they're going to get out of it first. So a lot of business owners, they are excited about what they do. They are good at what they do. They're actually great at what they do, but they haven't really studied on their industry as well as all the other connecting industries to know how they can collaborate with them. You have to know your niche. You have to know your market. You have to know your industry and be the subject matter expert in that thing so that you can speak confidently to another business owner and not just give your elevator pitch. They need to feel a connection with you, that they're emotionally engaged and they remember how you made them feel and say, hey, I want to connect with Nikisha King because I see what she does. That's something that you have to have them walk away with, not just their business card, but to leave a lasting impression. And a lot of business owners, they don't know how to do that just yet because they're still learning their business. They know they're good at baking, but they haven't mastered the distribution, logistics, everything that goes around with it. The promotional part, they may not be able to afford marketing, but hey, go connect with the bridal shop. You can connect with the event designer, and you guys can come together and have a compensated collaboration where their followers now become your followers and vice versa. And you haven't gone out and spent a whole bunch of money to introduce yourself to people who don't even know you exist in the first place. So it's definitely something of the confidence in being yourself and what you bring to the table.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm so grateful that you said that because it's really interesting to try to think about what are the steps I need to do to be successful. And one of those steps are exactly you said so eloquently. It's to make those strategic. You even said it in the very beginning. Intentional connections that you make. It's not just a
Yes.
even though I went to college with this person or she and I have been best friends at work. You have to be very strategic about the connections. So what wisdom would you give around identifying if it really is a strategic connection?
To know enough about your business. And so before you just reach out and say, hey, business X, I want to connect with you. Check out their social media posts. Check out the things they talk about, what they're interested in, because I may go to the owner or the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and he does not want to hire me for marketing, but I see that he's interested in helping veterans. So I'm going to tell my story as a veteran who was once homeless and find the connection. Or if somebody that is tutoring young children and they find out that the CEO of a large company has a child or a brother or sister with autism, and that's what they're passionate about, well, find out what their passion project is, and maybe you can connect with that. So not just be so busy to close, find the connection, be able to develop the relationship. And I think that's what a lot of business owners sometimes we do because we're so excited about getting that check or getting the client. But you have to find the connection. And when you do your research, you'll be surprised.
Absolutely.
You'll be very surprised.
So beautifully that it's about connection, not because when you make connections, it leads to even an increase in closing. So you don't even know.
Yes.
So that CEO may be connected to even more abundance, even more connections that can
exactly.
It can put you in front of the right people. So you want to think of a connection. And so I really like that. And I like that you were able to get that wisdom around. So so two things that people can work with. The first thing they can do is they can call you or set up an email. I put on there giftopener.com, correct?
Giftopener.com. They go to there. There's actually something that says brand your business today where they can fill out a form of what it is they're looking for. And it shows my services. Some people, they just really need to sit down and talk about the ideas in their head. They're not ready to hire me, but I can lead them in the right direction and get the resources. They might not even have a business license yet or an LLC or whatever the legality they need for their business. I can sit down with them and guide them in the right direction. I can look at their website and tell them, hey, you need to make this more attractive to the people outside of you, because it's nothing like someone saying they have a great business, they have all these things that they can do, and the first thing you see is their website, and their website is not appealing to the eye, you're going to automatically just not pay attention to it. I tell people, when you have your business, it's just like someone that's going out into the world trying to find their significant other. You make sure that you look good, your clothes look nice, your hair is done, you make sure you smell good. You are making the best version of yourself to be attractive to somebody else, to suitors. Look at your business, your potential clients as suitors. You want to be the best version of yourself, the most attractive of your business. They're like, wow, I want to be a part of that. That's website. That's how you dress. That's how you are a walking billboard for your brand. That everyone is going to be like, oh, what do you do? What do you work? I get stopped every single day by someone, whether it's my jewelry, my clothes, my hair, a lack thereof, to say, well, what do you do? And I say what I do, but I don't have to give an elevator pitch because they believe, oh, that's what you do. I can see that. I can see by the way that you carry yourself or what you're wearing. I have to be the walking brand ambassador for my own business because people see you first before they hear anything else about what you've done. Absolutely. So just making yourself attractive, your business.
Absolutely. You know what? And I want everyone to catch it. What you said was chock full of lessons. The first thing is that regardless of where you're in your business, you want to connect. Because like I saw it as starting off as going from that passion project. You know, got this idea, I want to work. You still want to go and schedule a call. Even if you are in your business, you're wondering why is it I'm not getting to my market? Why is it I'm not getting to the sales that I want? Why is it that I'm not expanding my audience or community the way I? Because you need a brand strategist. You need someone who knows how to market you, knows how to make those connections for you. So don't spend the time and, you know, like you said, the blood, sweat, and frustration, and trying to wonder, do I buy my followers? Do I make my website even more fancy if it's not attractive? So someone and a lot of times people get hung up on, you know, why do I need to invest in someone else to get the wisdom? Because sometimes you don't see how you're presenting yourself. That's why we have mirrors in our cars.
No.
That's why in dating relationships, like you said, we try not to think about who we are. And so it's important that
sometimes it's what we can't do.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you've got the branding and the marketing. Say again. I didn't hear you. Say one more time.
Can you repeat it?
Let's see. I think we might have to. I can't hear you. Let's see if I think what I'll do is I'm going to turn it off and then bring you back in because maybe that will help. Hold on. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, you all. Our subject matter expert is about to pop back in. We had some technical challenges, but stay in there because she was sharing some pearls of wisdom. Welcome and thank you for joining us. If you're just now joining us, you have missed some conversation, but you can watch it on the replay. And our subject matter expert is going to come back into this space. She talked about the need for having a brand strategist, someone who can help you make those strategic connections between what you want, your goal, your ideal client, your ideal customer, to build long-standing. There we go. I was summarizing what we were talking about and how it's really important if you want longevity in your business to make those strategic connections. So I'm thrilled to have you back in this space. I'm curious because I know we're entering into a new market because of the global pandemic, and some people have unfortunately lost jobs or their business has suffered. What wisdom do you have in this space that where businesses are being impacted by the global pandemic? What wisdom would you have to share for entrepreneurs?
Sometimes you have to step outside of your comfort zone. I believe that everybody has a gift, a skill, or a talent that they are good enough at that they can make an additional income by doing so. And everybody's not an entrepreneur. Some people are they're good at cooking. It's their passion project. But to be able to know that you have something that you do that fits the need, that maybe, you've lost your job. Everybody's kind of doing a lot of connection online, to get creative, to see, look in your neighborhood, look in your community, and see what other businesses are out there that are struggling just like you are, and bring together a small team. And you guys may be able to collaborate to fit a larger audience to connect and expand both your businesses and grow from there. Now is the time to really strategize. I had to get outside of my comfort zone. I'm going to school at DeVry University, and I was taking marketing and branding, and I'm like, let me change. I've changed my core classes to really focus on informational technology, and that scares me. But I know now we're in a world where technology is very important, virtual, and that I need to be able to fit the needs of my clients and potential clients, or be able to collaborate with someone else that can connect with my clients as well. So just coming out of that comfort zone, kicking that box out of the way and saying, hey, I need to learn not only my trade, but several trades that are connected with mine that may be able to enhance what I already do. And you'll be surprised what all you can do by teaming up with the right people. And they don't always necessarily have to be people that you know personally. Just do your research. Don't be afraid. Find you a business bestie. I'm the business bestie. I connect with people I don't know all the time. And it's great to have that person that may not know you on a personal level, but they have common goals with you and they support your why. And that's the most important part.
Absolutely. And as I'm hearing you say that, I'm hearing your 3 R's. So you said it in different passages. You got 3 R's. You want to research, you want to resource, and you want to reach. So you're reaching outside of that comfort zone. You want to make sure you're pooling your resources. You want to make sure you're researching to get those resources. So you can never go wrong, even when you are in another R that everyone doesn't like, which is a recession. So when you're in that big R of that recession, or when we're experiencing or companies having to have hiring freezes, you want to do the 3 R's, and you heard them here, right? So you don't need to go and look for any other brand that she just taught you. You got to research, you got to pull your resources, and you got to reach. Especially, interesting because I think that the pandemic has shaken up what we think is our comfort zone. So we are already reaching.
Yes.
This is something that I think if we stick into this space of, oh, I can't do that. Remember that we are people who have lived through a pandemic, have lived through racial oppression and all the things that are happening in the country today. So you know how to reach, you know how to come outside of that comfort zone. So what is, in terms of, just kind of thinking about what other wisdom would you want to share with the community about strategy, about connections, or about how people what can they do today to begin to work with you or to turn their business around?
So I'm going to start actually doing virtual workshops, connected with a couple of community resources. My first one is Truist National, which is SunTrust and BB&T who have collaborated. And we're going to be talking about the importance of, banking, business banking. And so I'm going to start doing a couple of those things with different subject matter experts to really give a lot of tips for free how each business owner can connect with one another, as well as these larger companies, because now they need us more than we need them. It would be easier to call a Chick-fil-A or call a large franchise business and say, hey, I see you guys have this on. I see your passion is helping the homeless, or helping feed the homeless. How can we connect to do something virtually? And they might say yes. You'll be surprised. And now you're doing something with this large company, and just like I said, business is like a relationship. Nobody wants you until somebody else does. So it attracts other large businesses. It attracts other smaller businesses to say, hey, how can I connect with that person that just did something huge with Truist, that just did something huge with Navy Federal? How can I be a part of that? Not knowing it was totally free. It was totally informational, but no one has to know what type of sponsorship it was because all they see is you sitting right beside someone that is considered a large corporation or a franchise. Absolutely. So I'm going to be, my fan page on Facebook is Nikisha Graves King. And then I'm Nikisha Yolanda on Facebook, as well as Just Ask Keish on Instagram. So I'll be advertising a lot of these workshops. My first one will be next month. These virtual workshops to give a lot of tips to different business owners, or even people who are entrepreneurs, mompreneurs, dadpreneurs, veteranpreneurs, who just want to learn on how to bring in some extra income.
Mm-hmm.
And we can get started, and I'm going to give a lot of tips, and hopefully we can help one another out, because this is our time. You know, people look at this as a setback, but I think it was a setup for success.
Absolutely, absolutely. So
So
you
we
guys,
can do it. Yes, ma'am.
you just heard it. You got a homework assignment. Your homework assignment is you need to go follow Just Ask Keisha or Instagram. You need to follow her on Facebook.
Yeah.
Go ahead and clear your calendar. Do you know what day it's going to be next month? Because I'm about to put it on my calendar too.
So in August, it is the second. I want to say that's the 17th. The second Friday in August is the first one. What date is that?
I just looked at my calendar. It's going to be on my calendar.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but
August the 14th is the first one. And it's going to start it's going to start at 2, and it's going to be about an hour and a half, and I'll have someone from Truist coming in to really talk about business banking, because some people they received the loans, and because, you know, the world has not gone back to normal, what to do now, and as far as what they offer to business owners, or even somebody who has a nonprofit, or even someone who thinks they want to start a business. We're going to be discussing that and how you can really, really learn some things virtually that you can't just go out to the bank to do, and how we can help you connect.
So how would someone register for that workshop? Because that sounds like it's going to be an awesome afternoon. How would they register for that workshop?
So I'll have the link available. I'm going to have a flyer actually ready by next week. It'll have all the social media information, all the pertinent information for how they can log in. And I'm actually going to take questions so people can send in their questions if they have a business and they want the Truist representative to say their business name and their website. When they ask their question, they add that information so they can be spotlighted as well during that workshop.
Absolutely.
So it's exciting.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm excited for all those who are going to get the information that they need to be able to help the community, because that's what business do. Businesses employ, businesses provide services, but it also creates longevity of wealth in communities. So if you haven't caught it yet, your homework assignment is to make sure you are following her on all her social media platforms. You want to go over to her website, because as soon as that flyer drops, you want to click that registration link, because that it's only going to invest time of energy, maybe some pen and paper, because you want to be able to jot down those notes, but you can get your questions answered. So you heard it here. You can send your questions in. It's almost free marketing, if you will, to get your questions answered, but also to get your business put out there. So just for the investment of your time and energy, you can get longevity. Those what you need to make your business a viable business. So do you have any parting thoughts for the community? Because I mean, I can sit and listen to you all day. I'm about to write down on my calendar when the work happens. But what parting thoughts do you have?
Say again?
What parting thoughts?
You froze for a minute there. What did you say?
What parting do you have? Can you hear me? I think technology is not our friend today.
It went away. It went away. Say it one more time.
What part?
We're going to get it together.
Any last thoughts?
I see you say what? I didn't hear anything else.
Okay. Any last thoughts that you have for the community?
Yes. Whenever I look at connecting or collaborating with other business owners, or even an entity, or even just someone that wants to be a support system, I look at it like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You may have the bread, I've got the peanut butter, someone else has the jelly, and we can come together and make a success sandwich. And everybody's putting the best of what they got into this collaboration. Now, you may bring Nutella and not peanut butter, but as long as we can get in and connect on this sandwich, making it successful, where we can all eat together and be able to duplicate what we just did and help someone else do the same thing, then we'll definitely